This is southwest of Kamloops. They call it the Rossmore fire. Burnt last summer. We're working for the band up here, getting this all cleaned up. Doing a rehab, getting the fences in, working with the government to get this all straightened out, getting all the merchantable timber off of it, and all the blowdown cleaned up, and on and on and on. So all these trees are dead. None of it's just gonna live. Bugs are already into it, just hammering and just pulling the bark right off. Been here 3 months now. We'll be here another month, and then we'll come back here early spring, April. So yeah, we'll be here for probably till June or July. Working for Jimmy and the band that's what brought us back for sure. We had other work. We could have stayed down in Alberta, but here we are, and it's good. Right close to home, and weather's nice. It's perfect. It's the perfect time of the year to be in this area. It's just awesome. Don't get a lot of snow here. It does get cold enough, and stays cold late. That fog's just holding that sun out nicely. I mean, I like the sun, but it doesn't do us any good. Beautiful day. Good trucking. Good lemon. It's all good. It's a good day to be a logger. Can't afford the tiger cuts anymore. You know what? For what I do with this thing, this is just fine. It works just fine. Oh, you know what? The tiger cut, and this is my opinion. I really like the seats in the tiger cut. I like the sight lines in the tiger cut. The cab is back towards the pinions, the center of the machine a little better, so it doesn't buck as much. It's got more power. It's quieter. It's more operator friendly for me. This thing is a giant pain in the ass to work on and get on and off of. It's so tall. The tiger cut's not that tall. This tilts more, but I'll take the non-tilting as much and easier getting in and out. Thank you very much. I'll just it's a pain in the ass to work on. It's so tall. Good day. Good day. No issues today. I don't usually have issues working on my own anyways.
It's nice and quiet.
Yeah, it's nice and quiet. I can just go to work, cut trees down, and go home.
Sleep in your own bed.
Sleep in my own bed. Yeah, it's kind of nice not having to. I mean, camp is good. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind camp. It was good. No complaints. But it is a little nicer being back or at the shop. Like, we got the shop, right? I mean, that's huge. The trucks can roll in there loaded if they need to and get fixed up, and all our supplies are there. Bradley can work inside at night, and that's just nice. Being at home, all your suppliers are here. Yeah, it's just easier. Everything's easier. Oh, look at that. There's a Logan truck. That's Ashley.
I was gonna say, he doesn't look like Shorty or Gary.
No, that's Ashley. He really looks after his truck. Shiny all the time. Looking good. Attaboy, Ashley. We logged across the way. It was a big pine flat across the way there. I don't know what we took out of there. 400,000 meters just across the highway. And every year we worked over there, we always saved that for April. Because we'd get a couple weeks, 10 days in April. Usually. We'd log right into April. And get about 10 days hauling in April, which is all bonus land. And then we'd usually transition right into low elevation fir at the end of April. So we'd log April there, and May we were into low elevation fir and logging again. And that's back in the day when there was lots to do, and you just kept cutting 12 months a year. Cut. Never quit. 4 or 5 bunches going. It was crazy. It's crazy. This is so much nicer. When you downsize, you can't just downsize your your equipment, your revenue downsizes, and you still got the odd, big ticket item or like you need to downsize your whole life. This little logging company, what it is now, can't support some of the things I used to do. You know what I mean? When you're making 10 times as much, you should have 10 times as much profit, right? Which is not true. Maybe 5 times as much profit for 10 times the grief. So you got to downsize your whole life. It was nothing for me to be driving a new pickup every 3 or 4 months, and like nice pickups. I'll just probably be the last pickup I drive for the bush. So it's just different. Everything has to be geared down all together. And then the real bad thing was we geared everything down, way down. It's not just sell a bunch of equipment. It's not that easy. Not that easy at all. When you sell that equipment off, you got to recapture depreciation, so you pay tax on that. The lake house, get rid of it. It costs money. I don't want to work as hard, so I can't play as hard. And you can have that stuff paid for and whatnot. That's fine and dandy, but it still costs money to service all that stuff. So much easier dealing with 4 truck drivers versus 24 truck drivers, I'll tell you. That's a full-time job, eh? With all them trucks. Not 24, the most I ever had was 21. But it's 21 lives you got to deal with, just with truck drivers. Let alone the 6 or 8 processors, and 3 or 4 buncher operators, and myself. 4 or 5 loader operators. 3 or 4 skidder operators, a couple of road builders and maintenance guys, 5 or 6 people in the shop, 4 or 5 people in administration. And that's what I was running a machine full time. I see people do it now, like Isaac, where we're working for. I do not envy him at all. We're good people. For the most part, you always have a few that are whatever, but we managed to attract some real good drivers, some real good operators. Like for years, we had some great, like Clint, Sammy, Sean, Dano, and Joe and Kayla. Good people, like this self-sufficient people. Greg Urama, even Russell, like he doesn't cause me a lot of grief. He causes himself a lot of grief, but yeah, like we've been fortunate to have good people. I mean, we've had the turds in there, but we had a real good core, 2 good core groups And those two good core groups kept Nelsy. I think 18, and I think is where it's at. That includes myself, Tracy, Tammy, Brad, and Ashton. So the 5 of us in the office shop. We should check this out one day. We did a select log job in here, and it is fucking beautiful. You want to have a look at it? This is something I'm super fucking proud of. We did this with the Camel's Indian Man, and this is the way forests need to be managed, right here. It's we did this with full conventional operation. No zero tail swing machines were involved. They're big skidders, 545s and 948s. Not little skidders. And the crew in here, myself, Sandy, Clint. Clint got the loader stuck in here one day. Fuck, was he mad. Disappointed at himself. Wayne was on a skidder. I think Brando was on a skidder. There's another good hand that we had. Beaver was on a buncher. The Beaver, we call him. Oh yeah, it's a super rough road too, by the way. I don't think we want to go that way, or do we want to go that way? Maybe we do want to go this way. I think it's this way. It don't matter. We're just trapped between two highways here anyway, so it's not a big deal. We're not going to get lost. Anyway, we did a real good job on this. It's select. And you look at that. Did this with full swing machines. Like there was no zero tail swing machines involved here whatsoever. And big skidders. And we took our time. I mean, ultimately it'd be nice to have zero tail swing machines and smaller skidders, but we didn't have that equipment. So Jimmy and Bob said, well, give it a try. Just they didn't like giving any work away. Keep it in-house, and we look after each other. And they were out here on the feet watching and kind of suggesting what we should do, how it was looking. And I mean, because you're right in town here, right? It's just a huge, everybody comes out here and fires, and there's a big skating rink over there in the wintertime, and there's lots of people out here. So I mean, and the band's all about like forest and reforestation and environmental. Their environmental standards are higher than most. Like they take pride in their stuff. They want us to do it right, and I think we do for the most part. And you can kind of see where our trails were, but not really. You can see it all been thinned. All been thinned. There's like a lot of times when you do that, there's blowdown, and there's ones that are crossed up, and you guys just did an amazing job on this. Our crew just did it. You just look at that. It's like a park in there. It's hard to believe, a buncher got in there and reached in between and grabbed all that wood, but just look at that. That's a perfect, I think we did about a 40% removal on this. I have to ask Jimmy and Bubs. The big loop road in here it's about 200 hectares that we did in here one spring. This is a low elevation fir that I tell you about. You don't have to drop very far and we're already in it. I mean, we could have taken a few more pieces out of here. But anywhere where there was kind of marginal right along the road, I told the boys, leave it for screening, so the animals have a chance. But I mean, just look through there. That's...
Do you want to walk through it?
Hey?
You want to walk in there?
Oh, we can. We can walk. There's some other spots here. This goes for like a mile. Yeah, we can jump out somewhere in here, I guess.
Yeah.
Somebody can get by there. Oh! Yeah, about 45% we took out of here. And you can see there's a skidder track right here. But I mean, they just did the whole crew did just an awesome job on this about 10 years ago. And there's a lot more to this. You're reaching in with the bunchers. Like I say, none of them were zero tail swing bunchers. So you're reaching in, you're backing back out, and you don't want to touch any of these trees and knock the bark off them because it creates cat faces in them. You're backing back out and making sure you don't hurt the standing trees and trying to keep your trails somewhat straight so your trees aren't hitting the standing trees when they're skidding them out, but you want to keep them kind of crooked a little bit so this looks evenly. And I can see there's a trail right here, and then they came onto one here, and then they snuck across here. And I mean, the buncher operators and the skidder guys had to work together steady to make this work. And you can see just right full animals in here. Like, it's just huge whitetail country. And you look through this and just kind of scan it, and I mean, you can't really, I mean, I can see a skid trail here-ish, but I mean, other than that, you really can't see where there's any trails. It's perfectly spaced, and I don't even see any. Well, here's a good example right here. So this was most likely bumped by a skidder. And then see so the bottom part of this tree's no good now. And you see the way it'll lump here. And I mean, it got hit with a machine. Most likely a skidder. I mean, that tree's no good up to here now, right? And the bulk of your volume's in the big part of the tree, right? So this is no good now. But that's what happens. And it doesn't take much to knock that bark off. Something happened to this one too. Not bad though. That one's fine. But yeah, I mean, you gotta look hard to find any more like that. I mean, you just scan through there. You just look at that. It's perfect. Perfect. Good job. It's nice to see this 10 years later and just see these trees so much bigger. And I mean, they're not as big as I would have liked to see them, but it's only been 10 years. But it hardly looks like there's ever been a machine in here. There are big machines in here. And we had 3 bunchers in here, like 2 or 3 sides in here. And it was tough. It's like, slow down, boys. Go easy. Relax. You gotta make this right. And you're used to just taking ballparking and go, 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 go. This was a different job. But it turned out good. You look through there, it's perfect. There's one, like, yeah, they did a good job. Real good job. It's nice to come back and see some of these jobs. Good, they're something to be proud of, right? Loggers are usually dirtbags, right? A lot of people think we're dirtbags. Although not one of them complains when they get up in the morning and wipe their ass, do they? Oh, I don't want to cut down every tree. If I wasn't a logger, I'd be a tree hugger. I don't believe in doing shit that way. And maybe that's why we work so well with the band, because they're the same way. That's not what this is about. It's about forest health is what this is about. And yeah, some places we wipe out. Well, why don't you go ask why we did that? There's a reason. Some of these forests they get capped off, the crowns, and nothing lives on the ground, nothing. And people, oh, it's such a beautiful forest. It's useless forest is what it is. Take the timber out. Mother Nature grew it there for a reason, not to look at. She can grow this shit to look at. Take it out and start over again, and the animals will come back and whatnot. Like, you see, it's like a wildlife park in here. Like, look at it. There's tracks everywhere. Like, it's the grass grows down in here, but there's enough shelter for them, and still enough places to hide from predators, but yet they can still get up and run a little bit too. So it works good. It's just good for the ecosystem what we did here. Really good. I think more loggers go back and look at their work than what you'll ever know. But most of the loggers nowadays are pretty proud of what they do and try to do a good job. Most of them. You have to do a good job now, or you don't have a job. It's just as simple as that. If you took everything out of here and wiped this right out, that big fire in the sky there would burn this. Like, and what I mean by burn, you put a seedling in here that's just big, and well, number one, you have the cows in here and they stomp it, but they're not that interested. But that fire in the sky will burn those little seedlings. If there was nothing here, this is downtown Kamloops temperature. Okay, this hits 40 degrees here. And we get at least 1 or 2 days of that 38 to 40 every year. It's all it takes to kill one of these seedlings. This shit just won't grow. You need this shade in here. I mean, I don't see a lot of seedlings coming through. But I mean, but the forest is doing. I mean, there's a few, but the forest is doing its thing. Like these trees they've kind of released. If you drilled into these, I think you'd see growth rings a 32nd of an inch apart, and then in the last 10 years they'd be closer to 1/4 of an inch apart. You know, that they release a little bit because they got room to grow now. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to see more of this. We left a stalked forest is what we did. So the idea here was to let these trees really take off. And then if you get a little bit of this, I mean, there's something to be learned right here. I don't know what it is, but I mean, you see this area right here, you know, just gets the right amount of sun and whatnot. You can still hear Al from down here. We're not that far. But you see kind of a seam of trees through here. So this has opened up a little bit more. Maybe in hindsight, we should have taken a little bit more, eh? I mean, you look right here, it's opened up quite a bit. And that sun would beat down through here and then get some shade, and you're getting lots of growth right here. So maybe we should have taken a little bit more, you know, to get some more of this. But honestly, next time you come in here and log this, these aren't going to be anything anyways, right? I don't know what your next step is here to log this, to tell you the truth. I really don't know. I'm not up on that. But like I say, I'm not a forester, so I don't know. Hard from the neck down. But yeah, good job. Real good job.